Alright guys, it's time for the secret sauce, the Torbjorn guide. I see so many players misuse Torbjorn. The last time I made a guide like this was my old break guide at Overwatch 2 that did really well. So, you know, why am I able to teach you guys Torb? I played him in a couple contenders matches. I'm pretty high ranked on DPS. He's my second most played. What's my win rate? Only about 61. Not that great. Could be way better, right? But Torb is like very misunderstood. I think he's always been the best sleeper pick in the DPS role, and he's a must pick to bail you out of bad games. If your supports are getting farmed, in particular, Torbjorn is one of the best picks in the game to help your backline as a DPS player, so that's why he's a good pick. Let's break his kit down a little bit. All right, so probably the most important thing of Torb's kit is the turret placement, which we are going to have some live gameplay towards the end of this to show you guys what you want to do with your turret. Most low-ranked players will just throw the turret down in front of them and let it face tank for them. That's actually not what you want to do. You want to put your turret on an off angle in the back, right, to where it can kind of cover your retreat and cover your backside while you face tank for your turret. So what Torb is so good at is holding multiple angles by himself. If you guys don't know the best way to play DPS, what you want to do is hold multiple angles and create pinches, right? So for example, if they're walking through this choke, and maybe that's the choke point they want to walk through, I will put my turret on this back angle, maybe back here, and then I will face tank the off angle here, right? Your turret also shoots where you're shooting, right? So if I shoot in this direction, it should then target swap to these targets. So if somebody was pushing up to my turret, this is not the best angle, right? It needs to be a little bit better than that. And I'm here, I can face tank and draw the cooldowns to me while my turret covers the backside. You guys will see this with a much better example in game. But that's what turret's really good for. You want it to cover your back angle, and it's very good at anti-dive comps. That's how we ran it in contenders back, or in Open Vision back when I was playing in the pro scene. I actually had to play Torb for a couple maps for our triple DPS comps against GOATs, and that's like what he was really good and excelled at, okay? Then he's got his default primary fire, which can do quite a bit of damage. Looks like my ping is pretty high today. I'm not sure why that is. Am I lagging? I am lagging. My internet's been struggling today. Rut-row raggy, we're lagging out. But, yeah, so you have his primary fire, which is just a normal shot here. It has a lot of drop-off here and bullet drop, so it's kind of hard to actually make that work, right, with what you need to do. But what's really good and secretly underrated is Torb's shotgun, which you can use to almost kill any enemy. It does an insane amount of damage to tanks. It's very good into Hog and Winston in particular. I think a Monkey, if he's trying to dive you, just come up and go boop, boop, boop. That's without his overload, right? The Torb shotgun is incredibly underrated. It's been buffed so much from this projectile update. Last but not least, one of his best abilities, which is overload, which just gives him more health, allows him to tank a dive, and increases his damage output big time. So check this out, ready? You just do so much damage here to these bots with the shotgun when you're overloaded. So generally you want to save your overload to when the big exchange happens, if you get dove or they're kind of walking into you. You can also use it to hammer your turret faster, which you swap to your secondary. You have your hammer here. Hammer up this turret, keep it alive. And then his ultimate, which is easily the most misused part of his kit, maybe actually close to his turret, Molten Core, which a lot of players, what they'll do is they'll spam it all at once. But the key is to spread it out over a wide area and use it defensively on yourself to control space. So for one, if they're walking up through this choke to try to get me, I'm going to set some core down here, here, and then I'm going to go deep and spread it out. But look at how much you can actually spread this out. A lot of people just lay it all down on the ground at once, and there's a ton of overlap on this space. That's not actually what you want to do. Look at how much more space I command by putting that out and taking like 1 or 2 seconds to really expand the core out. Because I see a lot of low-ranked Torbs just do this. And look at that. This is not useful, right? Basically, all you've done is put it all in one spot, and your ult isn't commanding space. It doesn't do more damage that way. You're actually limiting yourself by not being patient. Another strat that I like to have to make the timeline for it kind of last a little bit longer is sometimes I like to actually shoot it up in the air so that it'll stack down and you can kind of cover a big space. Because, like, look where that's going to go. It may end up top, but I can actually have that land here, right? And it covers a ton of space and makes my job much easier. So that's the basics of Torbjorn's kit in general. I'm going to hop into a game now and show you guys what it kind of looks like to play Torb in a live game and commentate my thought process for you all. So, okay, let's hop into a game. All right, guys. Let's play some Torbjorn. Okay, so they've got like a sim player. It's crazy. These quick play games are sweatier than actual comp. But, tell you what, we're going to get creative. We're on dive. We're going to get our turret on an off angle here. We're going to try to catch these people out. So we're going to flank on this side. They've got Cass, Hog. We're going to poke these guys out. I'm going to get my turret set up in the back here. And I'm going to front line pretty aggressively here to try to create space. Who's on this? We're going to protect our turret as best we can. Hammer this bad boy with our overload. Look at this, right? This is what I mean. I front line for my turret. Now, with their comp, it's going to be pretty easy for them to break it. Now, I'll tell you what we could do. This will be really cheeky if this works. Let's see. How do I get over here? I don't have time. Shoot. We're going to get this turret to shoot point. This is actually kind of genius. Wait a minute. We're going to put it on their side where they never expect it. You know, can they break it from this doorway is the question. I think they'd be able to, but it's going to be hard for them to do that. Doesn't it shoot the point? Oh my god, it shoots point. It's got a small angle on point. I don't know if that's going to be good or not, but you guys see what we're trying to do. We're trying to front line for this turret. Let's see if that actually gets anywhere. Break this here. Let's see if it starts shooting down main. Because their sim could just break it, right? That's why, again, like I'm trying to put it in the back and poke out their hog. But again, if they make it to point, this turret's going to start shooting. And if they try to drop down to the left, it's also going to shoot. Let's see here. Oh, there it is, baby. And look at that Torb shotgun. See what I'm talking about, guys? This right click does so much damage. And all I do is sit in the back of the map and protect my back line. Games where your support players are struggling, you don't know how to help them as a DPS, Torbjorn is one of the best picks in the game. In fact, kind of the only pick in the game that can really help them. You don't need to get healed, so it makes their job easier. And your hero, at its base, protects them because you've got your turret ready, right? Now, if I break my turret without it shooting in the last like couple seconds, or it being shot, the cooldown is 6 seconds. If it has shot, or it's taken damage, it'll be 12 seconds. Now let's see here. I'm gonna put this bad boy here. I don't want them to be able to break it from up top without having to aggressively peek, but I want it to shoot on point to get back here. So look where I'm starting, because they're going to want to go high ground here, right? So they're going high ground. I'm going to wrap to create this crossfire. I'm going to back it up while I'm stuck on the wall. Oh my goodness, you're not going to be here. Now look at this. So that turret's still up. It's probably going to break now. So if it does break, that's okay. Now look at this angle I've got here, right? I'm saving this mini. I'm playing stuff with my overload or my turret to come back, so I can just grab this right here. Lucio wants to push me, but I've got my overload for me. He tries, right? Drop this turret to protect myself here. Let's wait. Oh, I missed my right clicks. I need my team to actually walk in too. We're on full dive. They're up now on main, because look at where I baited them, right? So I made 2 of them commit to me, which means my team is going to be up 4v3 on the front line. So just by baiting them back to me, even if I get 2v1, my team flips the point because I made them commit to me, right? And they overcommitted. That's what Torbjorn is so good at. Playing those angles safely and baiting these kids in is really strong. Now I've got my Molten Core here. Drop my turret down to cover the point. And my team's making a big push up, but we're only even now. We're up 1 now because our Hanzo's dead. But I don't put my turret up here. So many low SR Torbs just put their turret up there and it breaks. It's like, okay, then why aren't you just playing soldier at that point? I've got it in the back where I can defend it and make them actually commit to me here. So let's see here. I'm going to start out with core here early. And again, their sim cannot poke this out from the choke. Overload first. Shot forward. Oh my guy died. See what I can't get up in the air there. Look at that core. It's put in work. We're overcommitted here big time, though. Just walked into it. He's one shot. I'm kind of spamming the shock onto one. Let's see. Moira's going to back off and heal him. I'm going to headshot this Moira. Oh, they're really low here. I'm still saving my overload. I don't need to use it. I'm just spamming. Right, now let's go ahead and let's get this turret healed up. Oh, yeah, and that's a second point right there. Now, anything that touches, if they try to take our side, when they use their ults in particular, watch this. They're going to commit into my turret. We're just going to protect it. I'm not letting the sim get it. Look at this. Look at the spacing we have. Perfect. This turret's going to stay up the whole time. And now the spacing they can take on the map is limited from the whole point to right here. So I'm forcing them to all group up right here where my Winston gets enormous value, right? That's how you need to position turrets in this game. That needs to be your goal. Oh, my team's feeling it. Reduce his healing a little bit. Oh, baby. You're on the wrong thing. Honestly, against this hog, I can probably face tank even more than I am. So now take a look at this one, guys. Ready? Their sim's going to want to poke me out really bad. I'm not going to give him an easy angle to break my turret. Where do I want to put this here? I'm going to put this here. And then I'm going to angle wide this side. It's not a great spot for my turret because they're just going to pull it down, right? Let's see if I can't hammer it. A little too late. Now we're just going to live. We're going to wait. Break this TP. Sim's behind. I'm going to go with my Lucio over here to get this kill. And then we're going to get that kill. Now we're good. So that's why Torb is so good into those picks like Sim. And now, let's do a little bit of this action. She can break it from back there. I don't want to put it here because they can break it from there easily. No, it's too easy for her. We're going to put this bad boy right stinking here. And it's going to shoot them, and this is going to be the net where we try to hold them, right? And I'm going to angle here so they need to shoot me first. Let's go ahead and drop this phone forward, buy some time. Put some on our side, put some there, put some there. My guy is in there. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Now we're going to right-click this hog. I got overloaded 6. So I'm playing conservatively till then, but man, I'm just going to be able to rip this guy a new one. Look at that. Now we overload, right? It's so weird to aim the shotgun. I used to just slow down sometimes. We're playing here, boop him out. Yeah, this is crazy. Like, his shotgun is so hard to aim sometimes because, like, its tempo is different from Reaper's, and I'm used to playing Reaper. But look at this. My turret's covering my out every time. I don't need my turret up here shooting them, right? Because it's just going to break, right? I need it to cover our backside to slow their push down, right? Torb, it catches dive and poke very well. Now look at this. Ready? Look at how much damage I'm going to take to my turret on the way up here. Honestly, I could put it back there, too. And there we go. A C9. That is a perfect Torb game. We played defensive. Anytime they tried to walk, it made my team's job so much easier, particularly my backline, because they could never commit on our Moira Fate. They could never commit on our Lucio. And look at that. Pixel perfect example. Turret in the back. Front line for your turret. Spread out your core. And look at this fight. Even though we're down one, look at that. It's perfect. It is perfect. And our turret's helping us out get these kills. Doesn't get better than that. Perfect map control from us. Textbook Torbjorn. Hope that helps you guys rethink how to play Torb. And if you adapt your Torb playstyle to how I just described, watch out. You're going to start climbing pretty quickly. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch y'all later. Take care. Peace out. See ya.